One of the biggest misses in Dana White's career as a promoter could be the Jon Jones vs. Tom Aspinall fight. Well, that fight never got any official announcement, unlike the one between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson. The UFC CEO tried to pair the duo of lightweight legends on 5 separate occasions, but his plans would fall flat on his face for one reason or the other. After summing up his UFC run, Tony Ferguson expressed a desire to compete against Khabib Nurmagomedov once again. But the catch is that it's not an MMA fight he's talking about, but rather a grappling match. And guess what? Khabib's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, entered the conversation and liked his proposal for a grappling match. Ferguson, what do you think about doing a grappling match with the Eagle in the future? I'm not picking on you, I'm serious, the manager wrote on X. However, it's unlikely that fans would get to see Khabib Nurmagomedov compete since he doesn't really have the time to train for competition with multiple business engagements. Well, Tony Ferguson had another idea, which is to compete as coaches on The Ultimate Fighter. The Eagles coach, Javier Mendez, sounded quite intrigued with this proposition and believes that there is a chance this happens. With the possibility of a Ferguson vs. Nurmagomedov showdown, El Chuchuy decided to keep trying to get the Eagle on board with his idea. The former UFC lightweight interim champion shared an Instagram post recently of an AI picture showing him and Khabib enjoying ice cream on the beach. Is it Tuesday yet? CSO, hype, Tony Ferguson wrote as the caption. Well, the fans were talking more about the sight of seeing these two legends together than Tony Ferguson's proposal to Khabib Nurmagomedov. They couldn't stop themselves from sharing some hilarious reactions while also weighing in on the TUF situation. Here's what they had to say. While going through his unfortunate 8-fight losing streak not too long ago, Tony Ferguson may have been aware that the end was near for him. However, he never mentioned anything about Khabib Nurmagomedov. But now that he's been calling out the Eagle for his TUF dream, one fan believes he can't let go of the thoughts about the 29-0 legend from his mind, with comments like, "Find a girl so obsessed like Tony obsession with Khabib," or something like that, and, "Why you are obsessed with Kebab." Well, one fan took it a step further when he suggested Ferguson pay a visit to Khabib's homeland in the mountains. Bro, go to Dagestan. But on the bright side, some fans believe that the sight of having both fighters together posing for a picture is what they want to see. As a couple of fans added, "I hope to see them one day like this," and, "two legends in one frame," another fan expressed a vested interest in watching Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson on The Ultimate Fighter. The duo has the credentials to do a great job. Given that the pressers for their fights that never happened were also very entertaining to watch. These are hilarious. That'll be the best season of TUF, that fan commented. Well, then an Instagram user turned his attention to the caption, prompting him to recall the hilarious Tiramisu Tuesday meme. For the unversed, this was a long, running joke between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson, which refers to the Eagles' UFC 217 weight cut that went horribly wrong. Leading up to the fight, videos emerged of him eating tiramisu, which sparked concerns over his weight-cutting process and diet. Should have done a picture of you two sharing a tiramisu. Well, what do you have to say about Tony Ferguson's alleged obsession with Khabib Nurmagomedov? Drop your comments below.